Kitchen Nightmares, Equestrian Misadventures, Chapter 13, Part 2. I can tell you one thing, after all of this, I am never serving frozen food here ever again, Flom said excitedly. Fresh, clean food with fresh, clean ingredients from here on out, especially now that I know that my mom can properly try my food. That evening, Gordon, Twilight, Applejack, and Rarity decided to organize a relaunch night for the restaurants, and they were determined to change Subtilité du Goût's negative reputation for the better. The first order of business was for Gordon to invite back all of the unhappy customers that had arrived at the public gathering the day prior. Even at Twilight's request, Miss Harshwinnie and Fancy Pants took the time to come around. Very early in the service, Flom Briquette's attention to detail and leadership in the kitchen is finally paying off in the kitchen. He is managing to give out orders and have his staff take them in a timely fashion as more and more ponies flooded into the restaurant. As dishes go out, customers seem to be thoroughly enjoying Chef Ramsay's new menu. Unfortunately, just midway into service, Flom is overwhelmed by the constant rush of tickets coming into the kitchen.
"I need steamed mussels at table 4!
Lemon barked out. "I'm working on it!" Flom snapped back as he looked at the tickets.
No. Which table did she say she needed the mussels at?
"Come on!" Gordon yelled at them. Suddenly, the relaunch that had started at such a positive note is in jeopardy. 30 minutes had passed, and Flom was struggling to get out 3 separate orders. Lemon ran back into the kitchen to see what was wrong.
"I'm still waiting on table 4! What's going on, guys?"
"It's gonna be a little bit longer, unless you want a well-done prawn plate," Flom replied with a hint of snark. The kitchen crew spent the next minute trying to get organized, as Gordon supervised them and tried to motivate them, until one of the orders came up to the line. Unfortunately, what Gordon saw did not please him in the slightest. It was a bowl of equestrian cioppino, or seafood stew, that felt cold to the touch and looked undercooked. "All of you, come over to the side!" he shouted. "Quick, please!" The kitchen crew shuffled to his side of the line, where he began to rail on each and every one of the staff there. "If you think I'm serving that, you're dreaming. We may as well go back to where we were when we started. All of a sudden, we just dropped our fucking standards. The next pony who throws another dish like that at me, I am throwing them out with the princess so she can dangle you off a fucking building!"
Yes, Chef.
They all replied meekly. "Let's get this right." Grabbing Flom by the mane, he pulled him outside into the alleyway to get an explanation from him. "Oh, come here, you!" Gordon growled. "Is that what you personally answer for?" No, Flom insisted. "Absolutely not." "Come on! It's right in front of your fucking face! Get it the hell together!" All right. There are 2 ways a kitchen functions. Either you run it, or it runs you. "Yes, absolutely. This won't happen again." "I sure fucking hope so." Gordon then threw the plate against the wall, shattering it into 1,000 pieces next to a dumpster as he went back inside. He finds Zesty in the front where she should be, overseeing all of the restaurant's operations, as he tries to get her to fix the problems that are beginning to arise in the kitchen. "Miss Gaumont, I need to speak with you for a moment." Excusing herself from one of the nobles she was conversing with, Zesty approaches Gordon with a more controlled, more stoic face. He is somewhat pleased that the reality check that he gave her the other night got through to her. Only time will tell if she truly takes his lesson to heart. "Your son makes one tiny little mistake, and boom! He sinks into oblivion," Gordon stated. "Get in there and get him to lift himself up, you hear me?" She strutted into the kitchen with an irritated look on her face, determined to see what was going on.
"We have over 100 guests pouring into our restaurants, more than we've had in a very long time. I expect the greatest quality out of you, especially tonight, Flom. Do not let a small mistake get in the way of that!"
She snapped harshly.
"We are finally getting the chance for greatness. Do not screw it up!" My son is under a lot of pressure as my head chef. I am fully aware of that, but I chose him partially because I knew he could handle all of that pressure,"
Zesty explained to her interviewer.
"What I'm hoping for tonight is that he does not prove me wrong in all of this."
Finally, after all of their forceful encouragement and work, it seemed like things were finally starting to turn for the better. Flom was coordinating his kitchen staff and quickly and properly getting dishes out to customers in a timely fashion. Even the members of the staff who couldn't stand Flom to begin with were finally beginning to warm up to him.
I need a Hoofington Delight up! I need cavatelli at table 4, I need a seared salmon with brown rice sent to Miss Harshwini at table 7, I need appetizers sent out at table 9! Let's go, go, go!
Flom barked out.
Slapchop, get me a walnut pasty onto table 2 on the double! Fancy Pants is here with all of his friends and I want to make a good impression!
Coming right up. They're gonna love my nuts.
She exclaimed excitedly.
I had never seen anything like this since I first started working here.
Lemon exclaimed.
It is certainly jarring to see Flom finally grow a spine and a voice to boot. I can only hope that it lasts.
After a successful dinner service, Twilight, Applejack, Rarity, and Zesty personally thanked satisfied ponies for giving the restaurant another chance as they left the building. Many of them stated that it had been their first time visiting the restaurant and trying its food, but it would not be their last. When they gave Zesty compliments and praises, she felt a sense of pride in herself and in her restaurant that she had not felt in a long time. Even Miss Harshwini took the time to give her a stoic congratulations, albeit a rather emotionless one, before she left the restaurant. When all of the guests had left, Gordon gathered all of the staff and his new pony friends together for a proper farewell. Alright, let's be honest here, tonight was not perfect in the slightest, but I can safely say that you all have come a long way to impressing the people of the city, Gordon complimented. He turned his attention to Flom, who had improved greatly in the past night. Young man, I finally heard your voice tonight, and I can say that it is strong and confident, but it has got to be there from the beginning and onwards. You cannot have your head up your ass anymore, because this place is going to be busy. While I am leaving right now, the princess is going to be sending ponies here regularly to check up on your progress. After all, it is your behind if ponies start dropping like flies eating your food.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Zesty said respectfully as she gave him a deep bow.
Thank you very much for your assistance.
Flom stepped forward and stuck his hoof out as he shared a handshake with Gordon. Thanks a lot, Chef. I really mean it, Flom said happily. As Gordon and the rest of the girls were about to say their farewells to the staff, they heard a whooshing sound coming from a nearby broom closet and a bright blue glow coming from under the door as it exploded outwards. Luna, Spike, and Pinky hopped out, still wrapped in ropes as faces of pure terror were plastered over their faces.
Run for your lives, peasants!
Luna exclaimed.
It's the appetizer!
They hopped off to the side as an eldritch horror made of cheese and feathers came out of the closet and began roaring at everybody in the restaurant, leaving Gordon and Twilight to share only 2 words.
Oh, fuck.
That ending was a reference to something, but I can't remember what it was a reference to. I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, I'd love to give a very special thank you to my scrumptious donators. Top donator, Dash of Evergreen, Peter Coulthard, Dresdon, Dospo, RuneScythe9852, CourierCruz CI, Delta Omega, Ryanny Dragonwolf, Dwight Cornel, Gagi, Secret Moon, Tallrascha, Starlight Glimmer, David D. Sanchez, Trey, Pokekiller Zach, Soul Dragon, Dak Britton, and Joe Piercy. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one.